I'll start my presentation now, and I will show you what we do and how it works for us. Okay, should be around here. Right. Move on to the beginning and do this. So the title here is Get Your Guest Posts and Submissions Published, Useful Tips and Automation of the Process. This is information about me. My name is Igor. I work at Serpstat. For those who are not familiar, it's an all-in-one SEO tool for backlink analysis, rank tracking, competitor analysis, keyword research. Most of the questions we get about Serpstat is how is it different from SEMrush or Ahrefs? It's not that different. It's a similar tool with different databases. So just if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. I will have this same slide at the end of my presentation. So if you have any questions about this presentation or anything related to Serpstat or SEO or marketing, you can contact me and ask away. You can send me an email or just add me on Facebook and I'll answer that. Okay. So guest posting, how it works for us, how the process looks. So first of all, you have to find a suitable website, because obviously you won't just go and write a guest post about marketing on website for mechanics, right? Then you have to write an outreach email. Then you have to receive a reply. So you have to make that outreach email good enough for it to get a reply. Then you have to make sure that you're providing value to the editor or owner of the website. And through that value, you have to receive a positive reply or close the deal. Then you have to create the content and submit it. So the first few steps are the hardest and time consuming, and that's what we were trying to fix. The tools we're using for this process are mentioned. It's the tool that monitors everything that happens online. You can monitor keywords, you can monitor websites, and anytime that keyword appears online, Mention will send you a notify. It will send you a link, like on this website there was something published that used the keyword you used or the competitor's name or anything. Then we use reply.io, reply app, for automated outreach emails. Great tool. I'll show you how to work with that. And we use Serpstat for coming up with ideas and providing additional value, and because we're writing about Serpstat. As for the last tool, you absolutely don't have to use it 100%. If you have different ideas of providing value, I'll show you how we do that with the help of Serpstat. As for coming up with ideas, the method shown here with Serpstat you can use for free is for our search suggestions tool. So you can just use it anytime. It's great for coming up with ideas. I'll show you why later on. So does it work? It does. It works for us, and here's why it should work for anyone, because our market is actually very competitive. And when an editor or website owner receives a letter from an SEO tool, there are some concerns, right? So first of all, they think that we can do that for an SEO purposes. No one likes that. Like, I don't want something to be published on my website just so you could get a backlink. We're not doing that. We're doing the second bad thing. We're advertising our product. So another problem here is why would I publish something about your product just to advertise it and not get anything in return? As a side note, I must say, since we started using this algorithm, like 95% of our submissions are free. We do pay for some, like we have some good blog, and the blogger says like, yeah, I would publish it, but it's an advertisement and I would like to get paid. And then we are working that. But most of the submissions we do, they are published for free because people also need content, not just money. So let's start with the algorithm. It starts with finding the opportunities or those websites that I was talking about. So for a marketing company, you have to find a website about marketing, right? You can just Google that and be like best marketing blogs 2016. You get a list of 100 blogs. Most of them are like good top blogs, like search engine journals and all that. They don't receive guest posts and submissions from just anyone. You either have to be friends with an editor, you have to be a respected writer, or you have to be a very well-known tool, which us and Serpstat are not. No one knows about Serpstat in the West yet. We're not great writers. We don't have any submissions on big blogs. We're new guys on the market, so no one knows us. That doesn't work for us. So we do that with mention. We collect mentions of our competitors. I mentioned before that we get compared to SEMrush and Ahrefs and SpyFu and whatnot. So we monitor mentions of those tools. And basically, if someone writes about SEMrush, why wouldn't he write about Serpstat? Since tools are similar, at least we know that that website is within the subject that we are working with, right? So when you're setting up the mention, you can start monitoring your own company. You can monitor a competitor or anything else. We actually monitor keywords from the anything else category because it's simpler than monitor a competitor because we can add 5 at once. Yeah, here's how it looks when you're setting up the monitor anything else mention, right? So you choose the keywords. For example, here for us would be SEMrush, Ahrefs, and other competitors. For you, might be your competitors or just the keywords you're interested in. For example, floral decoration, wedding bouquet, bridal bouquet, just anything if you're, for example, a florist, right? You add those keywords and mention will monitor them. We also have to use the excluded keywords to get cleaner results. For example, when we're monitoring moths, we get a lot of references to the singer Morrissey, or some people use moths as a shortened word for mozzarella sticks or whatever. So we get a bunch of that spam. We filtered it out, so we would remove words like cheese or singer or Morrissey. If the word is used in combination with any of that, it won't show up in our feed, and we won't have to look through all of that irrelevant content. Let's move on further. Yeah, exclude on content just so we don't monitor our own. That's not a very important step. Here's the more important one. You pick the languages you want to monitor. We use English and the sources. We stick with web, news, and blogs. If you decide to include forums or Twitter, you won't get much content, but you'll get a lot of references that you will have to look through and sort them out. As you know, if anything, something gets published, for example, in Search Engine Journal, the Twitter bots pick that up, and you will have like 400 tweets about that article on your feed. We don't want that, so we remove those. And here's what we get as a result, right? Here's a feed of us monitoring a competitor for publishing opportunities, for finding websites that could publish about us. The keywords with competitors are highlighted, so I can look them through. I go to the website, and what do I do with that? Once we found the website, we don't start just mailing them. First thing we do, we collect the contact details. We collect email addresses if possible. If not, we collect. A lot of websites have email forms, so you cannot just send them an email. You have to use the form on the website. The forms are different things, so we are sticking to the websites that have email addresses to which we can send outreach emails automatically from reply.io. Here's an example of what we collect. We collect the company name, so there will be a website name or a blog name, then a contact email, and if possible, we are finding the name of the website owner. If not possible, we're just putting their friends, guys, folks, just regular expressions. And then we're creating emails. They will be sent to those websites constantly. Reply app creates you can create a campaign of several letters. We use 4. So here's how our campaign looks like. Every 3 days or 2 days, we send out an email to the addresses from this list, right? So we add this to the reply, and we send them this email. On day 1, we send them the email with offer of collaboration. If they don't respond, 2 days later, they receive another one as a reminder. If they don't respond, they receive another one in 2 days. And if they still don't respond, they receive the last email in which we just want to learn why they didn't respond and just telling them that we'll stop sending this from now on. Anytime a person can opt out from these emails, or if the person replies to an email, he won't receive the rest of them, right? So if you reply to the first email, you won't receive step 2, step 3, and step 4. Here's what we offer in our outreach email. The first letter is the most important because you have to Put in as much information about your company and your offer as possible without making it too long, so you make sure the person reads it. As you can see, we have the elements here like company and first name. These are automatically added by reply from our list that we had before. Remember, we had the company name, the address, and the name of the person. If the first name is missing, it will say like, "Hi guys," and it goes like that. We make sure to put in the value in the first email. We don't put any links because if you're sending out like 200 emails, they may get logged by spam filters of mail services. So we don't want that. So first email, no links, clear value for the editor and information about the company. As for the value, we put in our referral program. So if someone makes a purchase by following the link from your website, you can make money. That's always good. People love money. The second thing we want to tell about our product, how great it is, like how we were #1 on Product Hunt in tech category, how we are the most upvoted SEO tool on Product Hunt, right? So the editor, the person knows like, okay, it seems legit. If I write about it, no one will think that it's garbage, right? So it seems to be a good tool, and they have something to offer, I'll reply to them. I'll show you. Okay, so and we get the reply by offering value, showing information about the company, and stating the clear offer. Like, we want to publish on your website. Here's why, and here's what you get from it. Just to show you how it works, you import the CSV file, the one that I showed you before with names and all that, and it creates a list of people in your campaigns. And you receive the replies here or also to your email as you decide. For me, it's actually more comfortable to check the replies inside the reply app because I can monitor different campaigns of our workers. We have several people working on this. I'll show you the stats. Okay, that's a very good one. The open rate of 64% out of 215 people, and reply rate of 17.1. Try getting that from a newsletter of your company. We never had an open rate on our own emails above 50% that we send out to our users, right? So 64.6 is a great number for us for open rate, and 17.1 reply rate is even better. Most of the replies we get are positive. So here's what we get from it, right? So we optimize the process. We don't have to look for the websites on our own. We find them and they're relevant. We collect the email addresses and we don't have to send out emails one by one. We just load them into the campaign and we send them out. Since they're relevant and we have an offer inside, we have a good open rate and a good reply rate. 200 emails, that's probably a week's worth of collecting the addresses. So in 1 week, we can get a 31 positive reply on our guest post submission. Before that, that will be probably like 3 a week. Okay, let's move on to tips and tricks on how to offer additional value. First of all, I forgot to put it in the slides, but we use female name when we're sending out outreach emails. I don't want to sound sexist, but people are more open to talking to women. Even if you have a guy working on that, it's better to use a female name. Women are more friendly to each other. Men are willing to help them. If you're sending out an outreach email as a man, men can see you as a competitor. Even subconsciously, women may see you as cocky and why are you writing to me and all that. So just as a small tip, right? The rest of providing value, I explained before. In one letter, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of value in one small letter. Affiliate program, the benefits of our product, how our content is great. We always state that our content is written by professionals, and it is because we have a lot of people here, and if the copywriter or content manager doesn't know what to write about, he can just open the door next to his office and ask the analytics there, like, guys, can you help me out here? I want to write something about grouping keywords into semantic clusters. They will send him some materials and he will make a good article out of that. Second good thought is finding out what the website you're writing to ranks for. For example, we can find that searchenginejournal.com, it says conference for some reason, ranks on the second page of Google. We can filter on top 11 to 20 positions, so second page, for keywords like keyword tools or keywords planner, right? Let's imagine that it's any other website, not Search Engine Journal. They will obviously ignore letters like, hey, I can write an article about the keyword tools for you. But any other website that ranks for a keyword on the second page of search, you tell them, hey guys, I have just checked your website and it seems like you are stuck on the second page of Google for this keyword. How about we write an article optimized for it that you can put up on your blog and improve your ranking for it. That's always a plus, an additional value for the website's owner, additional traffic to him. Plus, we always share our articles on our social media channels. You will get more traffic. People will recognize your website more. So you have that. So you're picking keywords. You're showing them that they can improve their ranking for these keywords and increase organic traffic. I forgot about the only questions tool, so the one I mentioned before. We have autocomplete suggestions tool where you type in the keyword. You can use one from here, like keywords tool. And we will show you what questions people ask on Google, like what keyword tools are the best. These questions are long tail keywords. So you can add them to your offer. You can say, I can also use this as a title. Check this out. People are looking for it. They are asking this question on Google. So the article on your blog may show up first, and again, you will increase your organic traffic. And yeah, as a summary, it's the same thing that I said before. Just create campaigns, send out outreach emails, provide value in your offers, and you can increase the number of your guest posts and submissions. We were actually struggling with that. We had a plan to publish as much as possible, but in the end, we were stuck in, as I was saying, like 3 a week or 2 a week or none a week. And since we automated the process, we are now receiving, as shown before, 31 positive reply a week. Not exactly an offer to publish, but at least people are saying something along the lines like, yeah, let's give it a go. What do you have to offer? And we can start a conversation. And that's it. For me, I find this information useful and increase the number of your guest posts by using our algorithm.